So how does kanji work? If you're learning Japanese for the first time, it can be difficult to understand how kanji works with the rest of the Japanese characters. Let's take this example sentence. Watashi no namae wa Dairu desu. Means, my name is Dale. Now these first characters here are called kanji. The first character means I or my, and the next two characters mean name. And the next two parts that we have here are called hiragana. In this case, they are particles to help us identify the components of the sentence. And the last bit is a verb. And finally, we have katakana. That helps us to identify foreign words, in this case, my name. Did you know that there are 1,945 essential kanji that are taught in elementary school in Japan? These kanji have been defined by the Japanese Ministry of Education, so they're important. But why do kanji have different pronunciations and meanings? Each Japanese kanji has two types of readings, an onyomi and a kunyomi. The onyomi is from a Chinese pronunciation, and it's originally based on the Chinese pronunciation for each character. And that's from when Chinese script was adopted from China about 2,000 years ago into the Japanese language. The kunyomi is the native Japanese reading. To try and understand how this works, let's imagine if we use characters inside the English language. But hang on, we already do that today. We use emojis all the time when we're writing a message to our friends. So how about we use emojis to try and replicate how the Japanese use kanji? Let's try it. This sentence here, I will buy a house. It's a pretty basic sentence. So let's see if we can put some emoji into the sentence. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I will buy a house, a shopping trolley, and a house. Pretty simple, you know what they mean. But let's try and break this down a little bit. There's a word in English language called domestic. But do you actually know what that word is made up of? That's right, this word comes from the Latin word domus. So actually, domestic is not an English word, it's from the Latin root. Okay, so let's pretend if the house icon here could actually mean 4 different words in English if we use them in sentences. And what about this symbol here? This could actually have different ways that we could use it. Man, person, or it could be a suffix, such as teacher or doctor. And this symbol here, this could mean door, but it also could mean fores, which is the Latin word, or foreign. So if we use this, what could this word mean? What do you think? That's right, it could mean domestic, coming from the word domus. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now, doesn't it? What about this here? What do you think this could mean? Think about it. It could mean foreigner. Okay, now it's starting to make a little bit more sense about how kanji works. All right, let's have one more example. I found this. What do you think this could mean? It could mean shelter. I found shelter. If we use this character in a different example, he is a... Have you got it? Villager. Okay, it's starting to make sense now. These different characters can have different pronunciations in different situations. Okay, that's how kanji works. Let's have a look at this example using kanji. I bought a car. Kuruma o kaimashita. Okay, let's have a look at this first character here. It can mean wheel, cart, or carriage. Now, this means sha from the Chinese origin, or it means kuruma in Japanese. Now, remember before we were talking about some words having a foreign origin and some words are native to Japan. So what we do to differentiate this is we write the foreign words in katakana and we write the Japanese words in hiragana. Now let's have a look at another character. This character here means electricity. This word comes from a Chinese origin, and it means den. So this particular word, when we write it, because it's a foreign word, the onyomi is written in katakana. Now what we can do is join this character with another character to make a whole new word. Let's take an example. What do you think this means? Think about it. The first part means den. The second part means sha. Do you have it? If we add electricity plus wheel, it means electric wheel. But what is that? Ah, it means train. Obviously, electric wheel. See, Japanese is really easy once you start to understand how the kanji works. Alright, that's all we've got for today, so subscribe, get the app and practice.